The following contest is a double elimination match to crown the brand new NWA-TNA X-Champion. About to make his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 224 pounds, AJ Styles.
The phenomenal AJ Styles, a 3-year pro, believe it or not, yet a master of dozens of jaw-dropping, high-risk moves. He continues to create new moves to add to his already innovative and impressive offense. The phenomenal AJ Styles.
From Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 214 pounds, Psychosis.
Yes, this is the very familiar Psychosis, the former WCW Cruiserweight Champion of the world. And Psycho is a right-on translation for the style of this 30-year-old that has been a pro for some 11 years already in his great career.
And weighing in at 210 pounds, this is Low Key.
Just a 4-year pro, but he started when he was 18. The 22-year-old Low Key is from Brooklyn, New York. And wait till you see his style. Totally different from all the others, he adds the martial arts.
And from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 215 pounds, Jerry Lynn.
Now I gotta butt in here, Mike, because Jerry Lynn is the one I've got my eye on this match. You cannot argue his credibility, his validity as a performer in that ring. He's been around for 14 years, and he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with in here.
Well, Ed, you've been doing your homework. I love that. You're right. Jerry Lynn is by far the most experienced of the four. 14 years as a pro, trained out of Minneapolis by the Olympian Brad Ringans, but now let's focus on the action in the ring. Again, keep in mind, this is a double elimination tournament. In other words, you must be defeated twice in order to be eliminated. We start off with Psychosis and AJ Styles, and Styles rocks him in the early going with knife-edge chops.
Also, don't forget, as soon as a fall occurs, the next fall is in effect. So that means that as soon as a fall happens, you better be on your toes because your opponent is going to be coming at you as soon as possible.
Conditioning is paramount. There's no downtime in this match. As Ed just mentioned, the minute that a pin or submission has been registered, another competitor will come into the ring. The monkey flip by Psychosis. Styles, incredible balance. Lands on his feet, connects with the super kick, gets two, and only two.
This AJ Styles is out of this world.
And Don, these guys are just getting warmed up. Wait till you see what these guys can pull out.
I haven't stopped talking about last week's action all week long.
Spinning leg attack by Psychosis connects. Moves Styles into position.
This is what the X Division is all about. The high-risk maneuvers, the death-defying...
Oh! That's a guillotine leg drop off the top!
This could be it!
Hook of the leg and a 2-count for Psychosis. And you can see the frustration so evident on his face. He thought he had Styles defeated, and he thought that he had already registered the 1 win over Styles, which of course very important here with the 2 losses eliminating you. Setting him up for his move. The Styles flash drops him down. The hook.
This could be it.
Waist lock and 3 count. Psychosis has 1 defeat, and AJ Styles scores the win, but again, no downtime. Low Key immediately into the ring. We talked about the martial arts that he loves. Brutal, stiff kicks. Immediately as he comes in.
Oh, caught him! That was out of
Hurricanrana.
this world! That was out of this world!
I have never seen someone deliver a Hurricanrana from his back before.
Low Key, though, immediately back up to his feet. Again, the superior balance. Attempted a German suplex, but he reverses it and enziguris him down to the mat.
It's like watching Bruce Lee out there, I'm telling you. This is unreal.
Like you said, Mike, conditioning, paramount in this match. You have got to be on your game, but let's also talk about strategy. And look at Jerry Lynn, like I said, the veteran, scoping everything out.
Look at this!
Cartwheel into the corner, gonna try and monkey flip out. Instead, he goes up to his shoulders.
He's going
look at
for
this,
it.
he's going for the Styles Clash again. No, it's reversed.
I know we're just getting started, but this is the greatest stuff I've ever seen.
Oh my
Low Key
God.
just Styles into the corner, and he landed up on the top turnbuckle.
I'd be surprised if he didn't crack his sternum on that.
Oh, brings him back into the ring.
Would you watch this?
Submission on the plate, look at the pressure. But he was into the rope. You saw that Styles' neck was pulled back. The pressure that Low-Ki tried to apply. Don West, when you called him Bruce Lee-like, you were right on the money.
Oh, he is absolutely ready to go drinking to the movies.
Like I said before, like I started to say, think about the psychology. You know, when you get in there, the quicker you can take out your opponent, the quicker you can move on and save your own energy.
Low-Ki is a thinking man's wrestler. He's not the biggest wrestler in the business. He's not going to use suplexes. He's not going to outpower you. He's going to outthink you. Twisting move off the top.
What agility! Look at that! Folded him up like an accordion.
Brutal stiff clothesline. German suplex attempt again. Has him over. Rolls through. Takes him up. And drives him down with a face buster. 1, 2, and 3.
That's 2 for AJ Styles.
And 1 defeat for Low-Ki. 1 defeat for Psychosis. Jerry Lynn immediately into the ring.
Like I said, not wasting any time. Taking out your opponent quickly is paramount in this match. Jerry Lynn knows that.
He loved the cradle pile driver, and there it is. His finishing move. Styles is in trouble. 2 and 3.
He got him. AJ Styles has 1 elimination against him.
That took less than 30
Psychosis off the top. Connects with the missile drop kick to the back of the head.
Face first into the canvas.
Guys, this is what total non-stop action is all about. I'll say it for you.
Amen, brother.
This is the X Division. This is for the X Championship. First time in history.
The exchange of the waist locks. Psychosis, an attempt at the German. Instead, Lynn goes airborne and then uses his power to snap mirror him over.
This is the definition of intensity.
Tilt-a-whirl flying head scissors by Lynn, and Psychosis is down.
This is the greatest show on earth. Look at this.
Of course, Jerry Lynn gained such prominence years ago in global wrestling in his feud with the then Lightning Kid. Of course, Lightning Kid, now known as X-Pac. Lynn drives him face first to the mat, goes for the cover, gets 2, and again only 2.
I could have a freaking heart attack, man. This is unbelievable.
Again, you said Low-Ki was the thinking man's wrestler. Look at that face. Look at that intensity. But I've got to go with Jerry Lynn as the thinking man's wrestler. You can't get away from the experience.
Psychosis uses the head scissors takeover to take Lynn up and over the top rope and down to the mat.
He's hurt. An injury in this match could be the end of the road. Look out!
Tremendous move, the dive into a somersault, crashing into Lynn on the arena floor.
Did you see the grace with which Psychosis delivered that? That was absolutely poetry in motion.
I'm telling you, who do you root for? This is absolutely the greatest expedition I've ever seen.
And we're not even close to being done with this. We've only got 3 guys that have 1 elimination each. Jerry Lynn has none.
Spinning leg lariat off the top by Psychosis. He's got the legs hooked. The shoulders are down. Oh, only 2.
No way.
Jerry Lynn ahead on points in this matchup. If he can get out with no eliminations, that would be probably the most impressive thing ever.
Low-Ki's wanting back in bad.
Lynn for the cover. 2 and only 2. You'll notice that at ringside, wearing the stripes of the official, is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And I understand that once we get down to the final 2 competitors, much like last week in the gauntlet for the gold, Ricky Steamboat will be the referee tonight when we decide the first ever X champion. High risk move on the way. Stopped, blocked by Lynn. He was ready, he was prepared. He caught him with the drop kick in mid-flight.
Can you believe we're
Another pile driver.
He's got the cradle pile driver, and he stuffed him with it. 2, 3, and Psychosis is out. He's eliminated.
We're down to 3 men now, 3 competitors. Low-Ki, Jerry Lynn, and AJ Styles. Psychosis, hell of an effort, but you're out of the game, baby.
Can you believe this is only $9.95? Can you believe it?
Off the kick. Low-Ki covers, gets to at the last split second. Lynn is able to roll the shoulder up.
Jerry Lynn is now the man to beat. The other two men have one defeat each on them. If anybody else gets pinned, they're out. Jerry Lynn has got two to go.
Shades of the Great Muta with that elbow drop after the twist, and a 2 count for Low Ki. Let's admit it, guys. Low Ki, pound for pound, one of the toughest competitors in professional wrestling today. And promoters all over the world are taking note of that fact.
You know, I thought I'd never say this, but I cannot argue with you, Mike, today on that particular point.
Full extension of the leg by Low Ki. Perfectly placed with the boot directed across the throat of Jerry Lynn. The referee forces him to break because he was in the corner, in the ropes.
All of these competitors know what's on the line. They know they will go down in history as the first ever X Division champion.
Watching Low Ki's like watching Todd Van Dam and Chuck Norris.
Flying combo kick in the corner. Shades of Jushin Thunder Liger. And steps up the top rope.
Hurricane roll through! A roll through! Low Ki just as impressive by recovering from that as quickly as he did. Jerry Lynn has got to be close to running on empty here.
$9.95. Are you kidding me?
Stiff, brutal kick to the chest, but Lynn comes back with a forearm smash.
Now think about this. AJ Styles has been outside the ring for a while. Wait!
Enziguri kick to the back of the head. That one was right on the button by Lynn, and Low Ki's in trouble.
See if Low Ki can take a little of his own punishment there. Both of these men are giving everything they've got. AJ Styles right now outside of the ring, recovering, getting stronger. That's going to be a factor as well. Both of these men have got to be running on fumes.
The X Division, that's what makes the NWA-TNA total non-stop action. This is the greatest show on earth.
To the ropes. Lynn with the elevation. Sensational back body drop. Immediately to his feet. Lynn is ready. Series of clotheslines. He caught him twice with stiff lariats. Now in the corner, Lynn sizing him up.
Low Ki spotted it, saw it coming.
Attempted the shoulder block. Instead, Lynn turned things around in mid-move and dropped the leg across the back of the head.
That's what makes Lynn so dangerous. He can take any situation and immediately come out on top.
Motioning for the pile driver. Up into the air.
There it is.
There comes the cradle pile driver. No, it's reversed. Into a submission. Hold the arm bar. Incredible move.
What a block. That is smart thinking on the part of Low Ki. If he can get this, he can break this from Jerry Lynn.
But perfect strategy by Lynn, grasping his hands together. That's the only counter for the move, and then he drives him down to the mat too.
No good. That's not what's happening. You gotta be kidding.
You heard the referee. They heard the referee in the chief.
Look at his mouth. It's bleeding. His blood is pouring out.
The fans noticeably getting riled up by this match. They didn't like that call. They want to see a winner here.
Lynn takes him up. Looked like an attempt at a brain buster, but it was reversed by Low Ki. Low Ki with the cradle. Take over. No, what's he gonna do?
What is this?
Where's he gonna put him? Where's he gonna put him? Oh, reversed by Lynn. Dropped him on his head DDT style.
Again, like I said, Lynn able to size up any situation and be able to somehow work it out to his advantage. That is experience.
Mike, I have never seen anything like this.
Short arm clothesline by Lynn.
I don't know about you guys, but I am exhausted just watching this. Will he get the cradle? He's got it.
Down.
And now it's down to two. Jerry Lynn and AJ Styles. Jerry Lynn, 0 defeats against him. AJ Styles has one. If Jerry Lynn can defeat AJ Styles just once, he becomes the X-Champion.
Two, only two, after the discus clothesline by Styles took Lynn down.
Guys, it's like watching the competitiveness of Michael Jordan, the power of Mark McGuire, the tenacity of Tiger Woods, all wrapped up in one package.
Went for the powerbomb, reversed into a Hurricane Rana by Lynn. Great spinning leg attack. Hooks the leg, 2, and shoulder up by Lynn.
Both of these men know what's on the line. AJ Styles knows he cannot give an inch to Jerry Lynn because then that would mean he's out of the picture. Jerry Lynn knows all he has to do is get one more defeat under his belt and he walks out with the gold.
So much at stake in this matchup. The first ever champion to be crowned, the tilt-a-world backbreaker by Lynn. ready. 15 minutes into this bout. 15 minutes of total non-stop action.
I don't care what anybody says. These are the greatest athletes I've ever seen in my life. And I can't believe I'm sitting right here in front of them.
Testify, Don. I agree 100%. They're on the apron.
Reversal by Lynn. Attempted the sunset flip. Blocked by Styles. Good smart move. Hook the top rope. Springboard twisting splash. Two.
Shoulder. You see the frustration on AJ Styles' face. He knew he was so close, and he got taken away from him at the last second.
Unbelievable. Purely unbelievable.
Look at AJ Styles' face, the determination, almost desperation. He knows what it's all coming down to. He's got to do it. And Jerry Lynn, he's being very methodical. He knows,
Moonsault off his chest, then walked right into the boot from Lynn. Lynn out of the corner. Oh, what a DDT!
This could be it.
Styles was just that close to being eliminated.
That had to be an autopilot move. Styles probably doesn't even know where he is.
How are these guys standing?
Again, keep in mind the format of this round-robin tournament. 2 defeats eliminate you. AJ Styles has 1 loss. Jerry Lynn has yet to be defeated.
It could come down to whoever gets to his feet first here, and it looks like it's going to be Jerry Lynn.
Lynn is up. Styles is dazed. Lynn attempts the elevation. Nice block. Hangman's noose neckbreaker. Goes cover. 2. No, only 2.
Just think of the sheer exhaustion these two men must be feeling, but they are giving everything they've got, and also take into account how exhausted they are, how physically pushed to the limit they are, yet they are still performing at peak levels. Watch this.
Out of the corner, Lynn has Styles up. Running sit-out powerbomb.
This could be it.
Shoulders are down. Now only 2 again. An incredible series of near falls in this matchup.
And you could feel the frustration from Jerry Lynn when AJ Styles kicked out on the 3. Jerry Lynn thought he had the X Division Championship sewn up.
Just think, if AJ Styles wins, we got another match.
And just think, if AJ Styles wins, that means he did the near impossible, defeating Jerry Lynn twice in a row.
Tried the cradle pile driver.
Reversal.
Reverse. Yeah, excellent reversal with the back body drop by Styles. Boot to the midsection of the already winded Lynn. Gonna try the Styles clash.
He's got it.
There it is. He's got the Styles clash.
Could this be it?
2 and 3. We have 1 more match to go.
I don't believe this.
Jerry Lynn, AJ Styles, both with 1 defeat. And now, special referee Ricky Steamboat in the ring. This exemplifies the importance of this contest. It was 1 week ago that the former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, officiated the final 2 men in the gauntlet for the gold when Ken Shamrock walked away as the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Now, Steamboat in the ring as we crown our first ever X Division title holder.
And just look at Styles and Lynn. They are crawling. They barely have anything left, but yet they're going to give everything they've got because this championship, the honor of being the first NWA X Division Championship, means everything to them.
These incredibly conditioned athletes continue to pound away at each other. Look in the corner. Attempted a roll-up by Lynn. Steamboat down. 2. Styles kicks out.
Folks, in my own profession, you know what we call this match?
2. Reversal by Lynn. 1, 2. Again, another reversal. 2. No. 2 count. What was that? 6 near falls in about 15 seconds. Backslide. Again. 1, 2.
Both of these guys know everything's on the line. They are going to pull out all the stops.
Lynn's got him reversed. He's got by Styles. 2. The momentum is shifted in this matchup, much like these counter moves. Both men to their feet, but both men are down as they simultaneously hit the clothesline.
How can they go on? How can they go on?
I'll tell you how, Don. Heart, determination, guts, and pride. That's what both of these men have in spades. I've got to put these guys over. They are 2 of the most phenomenal athletes ever to step inside the squared circle.
They're both to their feet. Styles, almost a last-ditch effort, digs down deep, connects with the dropkick. But can he follow up? That's the question that remains to be answered.
Look at its look.
Oh, smart move by Lynn, using that top strand of cable. Dropping down Styles, first, and now sends him face first into the safety railing.
Lynn is all...
Did you hear that? Did you hear that head slam into that?
Incredible velocity behind the Irish whip, sending Styles head first into the steel.
Call it a shortcut, call it whatever you want, but you might be able to call Jerry Lynn your first ex-champion as a result, and that's all that matters. Lynn has been around for 14 years. He knows what you have to do to get to the top.
Oh, the back kick
Nice
by
stop.
Styles. Oh, moonsault off the apron.
A reversal.
In midair.
They don't even care. They're not in the ring.
Connected with the inverted DDT on the floor.
I'm exhausted just watching these two. I'm exhausted for them.
Listen to them.
This is the most unbelievable athletic contest I have ever seen.
Absolutely testify, my friend.
I'm talking Malenko Guerrero. I'm talking Flair and Steamboat. Years from now, people are going to be talking about Styles and Lynn, and that's what matters.
Styles rolls Lynn back into the middle of the ring.
One
hook, shoulders are down, Steamboat.
No!
Oh, that one was 2 7/8.
Can you believe that this is only going to be the first X Division Championship? We're going to get to see more of these in the future. This is out of this world.
Almost a look of disappointment on AJ Styles' face when he didn't get the 1, 2, 3 there. Perhaps he was showing his poker face there a little bit. Perhaps he doesn't know how much he's got left.
No! Springboard back.
Another reversal. Where's this going?
Anywhere Lynn wants to take him. Oh! Dropped him stomach first, hung him out to dry on the top rope.
I'm telling you.
Both of these men.
DDT from the top rope.
1, 2.
Only two.
All counting along. All 3 announcers are making the counts when referee Ricky Steamboat goes down to employ the 3 count.
Hell, everybody in the arena is making the count. I don't want to feel left out. This is the most exciting contest I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
These 2 warriors, incredibly winded, but with so much at stake, they dig down deep, and they're both to their feet.
What else can we see? What else can they do?
Look at him, he's got the ankles.
It's something
AJ
new
Styles
every
isn't going
minute.
anywhere.
Where's he gonna drop him?
Oh!
Styles lands on his feet, attempts a Hurricane Rana, blocked
Stop.
by Lynn. Drove him down to the face
Where did he
buster.
pull that out?
1, 2, no! Everyone around ringside is on their feet. The fans are standing. The fans are counting along with us.
The respect, the passion, the determination that these 2 men are showing. This is what I like to call tradition. This is the new tradition.
I wouldn't bother me if they crowned a boat champ. I mean, my God.
Both of these men, do they have anything left? But of course, they'll have to. They both know what's on the line, and they're going to give everything they've got, and when they don't have anything left to give, they're going to dig down deep and give 100% more, because that's what you're looking at in these 2.
Lynn first to his feet, measuring his opponent. Has Styles, could it be another cradle pile driver? Takes him up, reversal, off the boot to the midsection. Fired his carry, where's he gonna go with him? Oh, dropped him down across the knee.
Oh, and he hurt his own knee on that move. That could be a critical mistake on the part of AJ Styles.
1, 2. No.
It was 1 week ago that Ken Shamrock won the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just 3 seconds away from crowning the first ever X Division champ. Both of these men have been so close, but they've both been just 1 second away from winning that title. Think back through the years. Think of the man in the ring with them, the referee Ricky Steamboat, in 1989 when he defeated Ric Flair. History and a legacy begins tonight. Oh!
Twisting brainbuster. 1, 2.
Oh!
What will it take for one of these men to put the other one away? What will it take for one of these men to stay down for that 3 count?
Mike, in all your years of broadcasting, have you ever seen a match like this?
Never anything like this. They're playing a game of can you top this? Each one trying to outdo the other.
Sleeper.
Lynn has the sleeper hold, and look at the positioning. He's got him in the middle of the ring.
Again, that's the experience we were talking about with Lynn. Lynn, 14-year veteran. AJ Styles, 3-year prodigy. No one has come as far, learned as much, or gone as fast as AJ Styles in his 3 years.
Very smart tactic here by Lynn, using the sleeper hold. The already winded Styles is in trouble. Now he's not only cutting off the flow of blood, he's cutting off the flow of oxygen. Oxygen that AJ Styles desperately needs. Jawbreaker by Styles breaks the sleeper hold. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is destined to go down in the history books with some of the great NWA World's Title matchups of the past. Dory Funk Jr. defeating Gene Kiniski in 1969. Harley Race winning the title in 73. Jack Briscoe defeating Race as well that year. Legends like Dusty Rhodes, legends like Ric Flair have all worn the gold of the NWA. Let's find out who the first NWA X Division champion is going to be.
Well, Lynn is pulling out all the stops. Now he's just looking to punish AJ Styles, hoping to put him away once and for all and become the first ever X Division champion. He's going up for a superplex. He nails it!
Way!
Top rope superplex!
Way! Absolutely no
He's got
way!
the leg. 2!
No! How is Styles doing it? How is he staying alive? Lynn had him gone!
Lynn injured his own back almost as badly on that superplex. That's the risk you take with a maneuver like that, especially at this stage in the game when both men are suffering from sheer, utter exhaustion.
What gladiators! This is unreal!
They truly are gladiators, both of these men. And now it's getting to desperation time. Both men are giving everything they have. It all comes down to this.
AJ's done.
Jerry Lynn directing his attack on the head. Forearm smashes, punches to the head. Sets up a dazed Style in the corner and continues that offensive assault. Now mounts the second rope.
AJ firing back, shoves him off. Lynn, he's got to be hurt. Remember, he hurt his back on that superplex earlier.
Styles
He's still down. Styles going out. Could this be it? Final tap! Final tap! 1, 2, 3! AJ Styles wins it! AJ Styles is our first ever doesn't even begin to describe his ability.
Can you believe the people that were able to witness this tonight? They're going to be able to tell their kids, their grandkids, grandkids. They saw the greatest match ever. The original, the first ever X Divisional Championship.
The celebration is on for AJ Styles. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat with the championship belt in his hand, raising the hand of AJ Styles in victory. Remember the name, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Styles. The future of our sport has arrived.
It's sad that there could only be one winner because Jerry Lynn deserves a belt almost as much as AJ Styles. What an absolute effort he put on tonight.
And while you're mentioning Jerry Lynn, don't forget about Psychosis.
Absolutely.
Don't forget about Low Key. All 4 of these men gave it their all. Blood, sweat, and paid the price tonight as AJ Styles wins the X Division title.
AJ Styles saluting the fans who appreciate him just as much as he appreciates them. Look at that. That is your new X Division champion, the first in NWA history.
AJ Styles is the man.
Let's quickly review the sequence of events in this round-robin tournament. In the first matchup, Psychosis against AJ Styles. Saw Styles use, his patented Styles Clash to score the pin on Psychosis. Psychosis had 1 defeat. Then immediately into the ring came Low Ki. The German suplex, the follow-up maneuver into a face buster, the 3 count, and AJ Styles tagged 1 defeat on Low Ki. Jerry Lynn immediately into the ring, taking advantage of the winded AJ Styles. Took Styles up for his finishing maneuver, the cradle pile driver, and the 3 count followed. That was the first defeat for AJ Styles. Jerry Lynn then facing off against Psychosis. Once again, the cradle pile driver spelled defeat for Psychosis. There's the 3 count. That was loss number 2 for Psychosis, and he was eliminated. Low Ki squaring off against Jerry Lynn. It worked once again for the 3rd time. The cradle pile driver, and Jerry Lynn defeats Low Ki, eliminating him from the match. It all came down to AJ Styles and Jerry Lynn. Styles with 1 defeat, Lynn with none. The Styles clash tagged the first loss on Jerry Lynn. And then this is the move that did it. The twisting swanton off the top. The move that he calls the spiral tap. That proved to be the difference. AJ Styles scores the pin over Jerry Lynn, and history is made as AJ Styles becomes the first ever X Division champion of the world.